through distribution. Distribution accounts for only 25% of the power cost. When you get your bill, and I'm not saying that as something you have read on social media around Kenya Power.
Yes.
I'm talking that on the basis of facts.
Yes.
The cost of power, distribution accounts for 20 to 25% of what the users end up paying. The rest of it goes into production of power. That is why we are addressing the cost of power on the production of power itself. Because when the production of power is low, then the intermediaries in between, they are only conveyor belts. They take in power from power producers, major which is KenGen and the other IPPs, and therefore this power is the one that Kenya Power ends up distributing. So that is what we are doing. However, robustly, it is always good to be comparative. The cost of power, let me tell you, George, across all the theories of power, if you check, you only attack it through the demand of power. Production and demand. When the demand is power is low, then power producers only produce low. And when there is low power production, there is no economies of scale. Kenya produces or consumes just around 3,000 megawatts of power every year. If you compare that to a place like South Korea, South Korea has got around 60 close to 30 times that. South Africa is much more in terms of power production. When you produce more, when you create more demand, through what you are doing, industrialization, and the economy demands more power, and I want you to get that very clearly.
Yes.
When there is more demand for power, then power production is produced in bulk and in many megawatts. When you produce power more, you actually lower the cost per unit of power produced. So that is what the government is trying to do. Through the whole program around industry, we want to increase the demand for power because the demand for power has a ramification on the cost of power. Because the more power you are producing, the actually less you end up paying per unit of power. But let me go back to the other question that I never got enough time to address. The cost of maize. Because that is you brought in now the issue of